and I even bought my Larrys. They like my little voice.
And now, 6'1", number 1, Rex the Ram.
Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. And it's Richmond in at the 1. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, we've got Davis, and it's McNeil in at the 3 spot. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Well, Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling and the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Graham, and the layup is good off the glass.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Barry. He drops it from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
We played just over a minute here in the first. The hook shot. Here's Thornton. Outside for Davis. Releases from the wing and drills it.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Now here's Tatum. Last game, he had 28 points. And again, Boston with the triple.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Richmond, pass to Graham. Here's Barry. Back to Graham. And finished off by Graham.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Outside Davis. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Graham. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Shooting 2, Graham.
Free throw's good for Graham. And so he hits both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Here's Barry. 6 points for him. Tatum from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
McNeil sends it home from three-point land.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Here's Richmond. He had 22 in the win against Indiana.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
Perry, pass to Graham. Davis with a rebound.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Davis a screen. Graham for 3. And it's Graham with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Richmond. Tatum, a screen on Graham. Here's Richmond. And again, Boston with the triple.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Outside Davis. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Outside Graham. 6 to shoot. Shot from 16. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Well, he's got the hot hand, and he's scoring with confidence right now.
Pass to Barry. Here's Richmond. The kick to Tatum. Fires from deep. He can't get it to go. Brooklyn trailing. On the wing, Davis. Graham for three. Ooh, Graham can't get that one to fall. The Celtics have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Here's Barry. Off the mark there with a three. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Graham, the pass to Davis. 11 feet out. Graham misses. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. In the third spot, the Nets.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
Davis with it, pounded by Tatum. Davis hits.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Here's Barry. He had 16 in the win against Indiana. Pass to Richmond. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Graham misses.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Graham, the pass to Davis. Now here's Graham. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Barry. Still no points.
First personal foul. First team foul.
From the top of the key, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Thornton can't get it to go. For Boston, they've got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Right side, Graham. Pass to Thurman. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. And now it's a 5-point Boston lead. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Here's McNeil. There's the screen. Here's Thornton. The 3-ball. Drains the triple. Thornton's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Pass to Richmond. Here's Barry. Beyond the arc. The shot by Richmond, no good. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's McNeil. Davis a screen for three, and again it's Brooklyn from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Boston's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Barry, pass to Richmond. With the fadeaway, and Boston again with the bucket. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's Graham. And there's another one for the Nets. Here's Richmond. He has 7. Pass to Tatum. Here's Richmond from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Richmond's got 10 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Davis has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Pass to Richmond. Here's Thurman. Graham covering. Thurman's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. From about 19, and there's another one for Brooklyn.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And first time out of the game called for Boston. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
The Celtics making a switch here. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Barry, pass to Thurman. And there's the screen. Fires for 3. Thornton pulls it in. Thornton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Ross can't get it to go. Boston trailing. To the wing on the left. Henderson for 3. It's hauled in by Fields. And Brooklyn with possession here. Pass to McCarty. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fields. Out to the wing. The 3. Boston pulls it in. 32 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Thurman. To the wing, right side. Here's Barry. Henderson for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thornton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Cummings. And it's good. 2 points. And the Nets lead by 4.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn out in front, leading by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
So the Celtics 5 right now. We've got Henderson, and it's Barry in at the 4 spot. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. And so he makes both from the line. Boston with the ball. 6-point game. And he makes it on the layup. Barry's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Ross. Here's Fields. Oh, wait a second here, guys. We got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk. Chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line. First trip to the line for him here. And that one misses. Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Celtics trail by 5. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Hicks. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Hicks has got his first points of the game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Thurman. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Indiana.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Here's Hicks. 11 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago. It's stolen by Henderson. Pass to Barry. There's a screen. Here's Thurman. Shot clock at 6. And he lobs it up. It's hauled in by Fields.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good. Good on both. Celtics trail by 6. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Barry. Drills it from deep. Barry's got 9 points.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Now Ross. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Chicago.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Here's Barry. 11 points for him last game against Indiana.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
It's Ross on the wing. Pass to McCarty. Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple. McCarty's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Boston calls time here. Rams checked in for Brooklyn. The Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Barry. 9 points in the game. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Barry's got 5 points now this quarter.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
Outside Graham. Launches it from deep. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Thurman passes to Tatum. From behind the arc. Barry misses. Brooklyn leading by 7. Graham with it. 35 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Here's Fields. Just 5 on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And that one's good, Barry.
Well, not really much you could do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
Graham for 3. The rebound, Celtics.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Barry. Lets the 3 fly, and that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
They grab their own miss. Graham for 3. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Pass to Barry. Nice ball movement by Boston. Henderson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Henderson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Graham. Here's McCarty. There's the triple. Good. And Graham with the setup. Graham's got 3 assists in the game.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Here's Barry. Picked it. Here's McCarty. Nets keep it alive. It's Graham on the wing. 16 points for him.
And he's beginning to build on a fantastic performance from the last game.
Well, yeah, you can see how much energy he's playing with. He's on a roll, and he's not about to let it in.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. The Celtics in second.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Here's Thurman. He's got 5. Here's Richmond. Clock at 6. That 3's off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 7. 3-pointer. And Graham, good for 3. Graham's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
That's his third 3-pointer now after not getting any in the opening period.
Pass to Richmond. Can they get it? Fires in the triple. Richmond's got 13.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Hicks. Outside Ross. Pass to Davis. And he comes up with a bucket. Give him 8. Here's Thurman. Outside Tatum. Here's Barry. Back to Tatum. Here's Richmond. He's got 13. The 3 is up. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
And here's Graham. He's got 21. Pass to Fields. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And the Celtics making a change here. Todd's checked in. Celtics trail by 6. Thurman passes to Barry. Pass to Thurman. Out left to the wing. And here's Todd outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. They've led by as much as 10.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Now Davis. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for it.
Here's Graham following the bucket by Boston. Pass to Ross. Outside Davis. Back to Ross. Now Davis from deep. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Richmond pass to Tatum. Here's Thurman. Pass to Richmond. Wide open. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
Back to Graham. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And here's Davis. And Davis gets double teamed. And the basket is good. Davis has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Thurman passes to Todd. Here's Richmond. He's got 18. Off target with the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Graham. And he hits the jumper. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Richmond driving in. Out to the right wing. Now here's Graham. Guarded closely. Pass to Hicks. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Barry. To the left wing. No one near him. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Here's Hicks. Outside Davis. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Thanks for joining us.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah. Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Let's hear what the fans. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the 3rd quarter with Brian.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Celtics trail by 9. We've got Davis, and it's Hicks in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Richmond's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now. Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Here's Barry going inside. Six to shoot. Here's Barry. Again, Boston. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside Graham. The rebound by Richmond. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Barry. And again, Boston with the triple.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
To the middle. Shot's good by Thornton. Thornton's got 11.
And he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong. Going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
Here's Barry. 13 points in the game. Here's Richmond. Lets it go from deep. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Graham. Let's go with a 3. Pure from 3-point range. And now an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Now Tatum.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Barry. He's got 14. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to Hicks. Here's McNeil. He's got 6. Here's Graham. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line.
The first free throw is good.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Outside Graham. Pass to Richmond. Graham with a screen on Graham. Richmond, pass to Barry. Shot clock at 5. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Thornton. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Graham. From 13 feet, down it goes. Graham's got 9 points here in the second half.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 7. Tatum with a screen. Here's Barry. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thornton's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. Team second.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
I give credit to the coaches and players. Clearly the staff stressed scoring inside as well, and the players are definitely executing.
And that one's good, Barry.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Pass to Thornton. Outside Graham. A step back shot, and that one drops. Graham's got 34 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Here's Barry. 19 points in the game. Pass to Richmond. Over Graham. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Now here's Graham. He's got 34, and he's able to get it back. Pass to Thornton, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Graham. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. The Nets, 3rd. 4th, Boston.
This is going to be a shooting contest as much as it is anything else. We know both of these teams are capable of racking up some huge point totals.
Here's Barry. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by McNeil.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Outside Davis. Pass to Graham. Fires the 3. The shot off that time.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Barry. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Back to Graham. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Rams got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Graham, the pass to Barry. There's Tatum with the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Graham. Pass to McNeil. Sade's back. The shot's good. McNeil's got 8.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Barry connects from downtown.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Pass to Davis. Fader on the way. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Celtics trail by 13. Outside Tatum. Here's Barry. The kick out to Graham. Here's Barry. He's got 13. No good on the triple.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Hicks. Nails the baby hook. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Barry. Tatum with room to shoot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 9.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Boston on D. Outside Davis. Pass to Graham. And it comes off the front of the rim. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Thurman. Here's Richmond. Misses the 3. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Back to Graham. Puts up a 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Graham's got 40 points.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Pass to Thurman. Here's Barry. Nice ball movement by Boston. Richmond with the bucket. Richmond's got 8 points in the quarter.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Now here's Davis. Now Graham launches a three. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Pass to Thurman. Here's Richmond. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Graham. 1:56 left in the third quarter. From downtown, that one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Graham's got 46.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you can understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Davis. Here's McNeil. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Celtics trail by 20. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Here's Buckner. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
McNeil, another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Pass to Todd. And here's Henderson. Here's Todd. Here's Barry. 15 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. And Boston again with the bucket.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
To the left side wing. Here's McNeil. He's got 15. Pass to Thornton. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Substitutions on the court.
19 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Ross for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Thurman. The teardrop. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ending the period up by a staggering 23. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Henderson out there with Todd. And it's Tatum in at the 5, down low. Graham for 3. Nails it from 3. Graham's got 49 in the game.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Now here's Henderson. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Tatum, good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
They set the pick. Fires the 3. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Over to the left wing. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Thurman. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Nets leading by 22. Outside Graham. Pass to Woodson. Fires it. And a great assist by Graham as that one goes. Graham's got his 5th assist in this one. 3-pointer. Sinks the tray.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, it adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Thurman. Over Graham. Again, Boston. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
Thurman. Tatum passes to Todd. No good from outside. The Nets have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. McCarty, that's good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Thurman passes to Todd. Here's Barry. The 3 on target from range. Barry's got 25 points.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Pass to Fields. Here's Graham. Another one falls. Amazing. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Barry. Here's Thurman for 3. The rebound by McCarty. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the 3 by Boston. Pass to Hicks. On the wing, Davis. And it's in, off the glass. 21 points in the game.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Richmond. Thornton pulls it in. Thornton's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to McCarty. 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Boston with a rebound. Barry's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Richmond. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, VA. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Henderson, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Cummings. Pass to Fields. Outside Ross. Here's McCarty from outside the arc. Counted from distance.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Henderson outside. Just blocked. Ross against Henderson. Back to Ross. Boston pulls it in. Here's Barry. Henderson outside. Pass to Graham. Here's Barry. There's the three. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
To the wing on the left. Henderson against Ross. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars.
Can't hit that one.
Well, that's how to stand your ground under the glass. He was determined.
Here's Tatum, and Boston again with the bucket. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the 4th. Down low. It's intercepted. Here's Richmond. Pass to Barry. Here's the three. And the Celtics another three.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Now Ross. Here's Woodson. Launches it. Barry pulls it in.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Over to the wing. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Cummings.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
So the Nets making a switch here. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. The three is up. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's Barry. Pass to Richmond. This one for three. Knocks down the long J. Richmond's got 14 points here in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
And the Nets making a change here. Moody's checked in. 1:52 left in the game. Here's Cummings. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ross. That shot off. And for Boston, they're shooting it well at 59%. Pass to Thurman. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Here's Cummings. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the right side. To the paint. Here's Woodson. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Here's Thurman. The rebound by Ross. Here's Cummings. So we see the Nets taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.